Hi everyone, I'm just popping on a couple minutes early just so we can get some people in here before we jump into the crafting. So we've got a few minutes to chit chat. I hope you've all had a lovely week. I've got my cup of tea here ready. It will probably still be sort of warm by the time I finish the live, so I don't mind. I'm used to that. So let's have a look at the comments. So if you are able to say hello, please jump on and say hi. Let me know, because this is how we found out last week that I wasn't live streaming to Facebook, so I should be on Facebook and YouTube today. So let's have a quick look. So if you are able to write me a quick comment, do so. And if you're watching on the live catch up, then hello to you guys as well. You can just skip ahead if you want to, if you're watching live. So let's have a look and see. Looks like I'm all good on YouTube and Facebook. Ooh. It's always a bit iffy on this one, so it's always the one that worries. So looks like I'm here too on Facebook. So today we are going to be making an exploding gift box, or if you want to have it as a memory box, we can do that too. So we're doing the memory stuff today, but if you want to make it into just an ordinary gift box that just opens up, you can do too. You can see it all behind me. I'm ready to go. I've got some new products to play with today, so we're going to be looking at those in a moment. So, oh, we've got some comments. Do you like my hat, guys? This is my favourite hat. It's a bit worse for wear, but it's my favourite hat. It's very hot today. Okay, hello Lynn. Hi Rosalie. Hi Vicky. Are you surviving the holidays? This is the first year where they're both kind of like teenagers now. They're actually sleeping in. Before, in the holidays, they would get up. Now it's like they're at school for the first half of the day. Hi Sally. Hi Barbara. Hi Sharon. Oh, it's your first live here. Oh, and you're from Ohio as well. But it's quite early there, I'd say. Hi Barbara. Hi Deborah. Hi Sally. Hi Julie. I think I've said hello to Deborah. I have. There's lots of Deborahs and Lyns. I think we've had a couple of Barbaras as well. They all comes in 2s and 3s, all these names. Hi Tracy. Hi Sarah Louise. But it's hot in Plymouth. We're all in what is it? The Met Office have a yellow warning for thunderstorm. It covers a lot of the UK. We're in it, so it's blue skies at the moment, but there is always risk of a bit of thunder during the live. That would be exciting. Hello Lou from Shropshire. Hi Sandra. Right, so Vicky's written back. Oh, she's just about surviving. Oh no, she's coming down with something. It could be flu or COVID. Oh no, I hope that kind of passes pretty soon. Oh, almost 8 AM Eastern time. So let's change camera angles, and I will show you what we're going to be playing with today. Got some new stuff. I've been Christmas shopping, so I can't wait to show you guys that. There we go. I have this collection here, and there is some reductions on this as well. A couple of things might be out of stock or about to go out of stock. However, this stuff from Helz Cuppleditch, all of her stuff just goes. This arrived yesterday, and I think a couple of bits have gone already. I'm still going to use it. It's literally a race when these arrive to actually use them on video, because a few times I have ordered her stuff before and it's just gone before I could use it. So, and I don't like to tease, so some of this is in the sale right now. So let's have a quick look at this. There's a 40% off flash sale at the moment. Okay, it's absolutely fantastic. Loads and loads of bargains here. I picked up loads of stuff already. Look, this is £26.59 from Justin. This is the new Just Paper collection from Justin, and this is the Christmas, and there's also card making magic stuff in there. There's some of my own things in there. Look at this one here, the fairground as well. So there's loads and loads of things there, so I will leave that linked in the description box below. But let's just jump straight in now to what we're going to be making today. Oh, and I also need to say hello to Lynn as well. So hello Lynn, I hope you're having a lovely day. She's out and about today. I hope she's not getting too hot, and I hope she's got a hat. So Lynn, if you're watching on the replay, Please let us know if you're wearing a hat or not. I'd love to know. I'm a bit weird like that. I'd love to know the weather. I love to know what people are wearing. It's great to match what you're wearing to the weather, definitely. I was wearing a dress this morning. I got too hot. I had to put shorts and t-shirt on. So, okay. Here is what we're playing with today. I didn't order the whole collection. I only ordered the things that I wanted to use. In the past, I've ordered the whole lot, and then there were a few things that I didn't really get to. So I ordered the things that would be really good for making mini albums, and obviously the memory boxes too. And I'm hoping, if my hat does kind of get in the way, do let me know. I'm going to try and keep it out of the way. Now I know how Daffy Duck feels with that big beak. Right, so I have here the 12 by 12 paper pad. This has got a little bit of a discount in that sale as well. So there is absolutely loads of patterns in here. It's all double-sided. What is it, GSM? It is 200 GSM. And I've been following Helz Cuppleditch for a very long time. I think it's over 10 years now. I followed her and bought her stuff when she was actually working for a different company. So this is by the Kraft Consortium, but I think she was previously with Trimcraft and did their first edition papers, or Dovecraft, one of their brands. So I've been following her since she was doing like the Dovecraft stuff. So I absolutely love her illustrations. These are all hand illustrated by herself, and we have these sections here. I just flicked past them. You do get a good amount of choice here. These are like 4 inches high, so you can cut them out in strips. Perfect for making little scenes. Then we move over to these. These are just a smidge under 6 by 6. So these are 5 3/4. So these are perfect instant cards for 6 by 6 cards. And then we have some smaller ones too. We've got a few here on the other side. And then we have some smaller ones. These are for 4 by 4 cards. So these are 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. We're going to be using as much as we can today from this. Oh right, someone's struggling to hear me, but that's because she's in the cafe at Asda. Yeah, I can imagine that's quite noisy, like a swimming pool with all the echoes and things. I'm hoping everyone else can hear me okay. Okay, right, so that is the 12 by 12. It comes, I think it's a 6 by 6 as well. I don't know how these are going to be broken up in the 6 by 6 pad. And then I'll also be using some 12 by 12 Kraft paper, cardstock, sorry. And I think this one has sold out, but I will be demonstrating this today, because whenever these packs become available, grab them, okay? They're always like the first to go, so grab them when you see these. I think she has other collections as well in the summertime where they do these packs. These are like decoupage packs. It'd be easier if I show you on here. We have different layers, and I've already prepped mine with some foam pads. You get these little foam pads as well in the collection. Is it too bright? I can close my curtain a little bit. Whenever I show white things, it just glares up. Ah, cool. Sharon says my sound is good. Okay, so what I've done is I've just prepped this already. This does remind me of my childhood, where we did this decoupage and layering with these foam things, but we used to have to fussy cut them with scissors to get all of these layers, but these just pop out, as you can see. So again, they're numbered. This should be quick and easy to put together, and it's great that it includes the pads. I've already cut out some of my bits from this section here. This is going to be for the outside of the box. And then we have some ephemera as well. That's going to be perfect for card making and for sticking onto your box too. Right, what are these triangles for? We'll be getting to those in a minute. Right, I think I've shown you everything. You'll also be needing like a paper trimmer and a scoring board as well. I have got some dies here. These are really old Creative Craft dies. I think I'll be using this one. It's a tag die. Just go in your stash for bits and bobs that will go with it. So we're going to start off with the 12 by 12 first. This is actually really cheap. This is like $5.79 from Craft Stash. It's it's really, really affordable. I don't have a lot of 12 by 12 papers or cardstock anymore, so I need to up my game. I'm getting some new colours in. Right, so I'm using the scoring board. Grab my bone folder. This is a really easy make to make. Okay, so we're going to score at 4 inches and 8 inches. And again, this is a 12 by 12. Turn that once and then score again at 4 inches and 8 inches. Okay, so now all we need to do is just fold everything over. Now I'm going to try not to rush through this, and if you have any questions, do let me know, okay? And I have got a couple of bits that I've already prepared, so I can just jump to that instead of taking too long on particular items or stages. One more to go. Right, so what we're going to do now is going to grab our scissors here, and we're going to cut and lose these outer squares here. So we should have like a cross in the middle. So Vicky's asking who is excited for the Paper Craft Society box. Yes, that should be available very soon. If you didn't manage to get it in the subscription, it should become available sometime during August to actually buy individually without the subscription. And also, all your subscribers will be getting them in the post very soon as well. So using the long bladed scissors is a lot better for cutting along the longer lines. You get a much straighter cut as well. Don't discard these, we're going to be using these for our next stage. There we go. So I've decided to just continue the Christmas theme because it's now August. So the Simply Made Crafts Christmas collection will be out later in the month. That's all I'm going to say because it's Sam's day today, and we're all waiting in anticipation for her collection. So I can't say anything else about my collection right now, but yes, I'm staying in the festive spirit for this. Hello Sharon, hope you've all had a good week. Right, so we should have something that now looks like this. And again, if you're finding these PDFs that I'm creating really useful, do let me know. These ones here, if you're finding them useful, do let me know and I can make another one for this project today. Right, keeping my scissors out, and we're going to be needing 2 of these squares that we've just cut. And I'm just going to grab my paper trimmer. Actually, it'll be easier. You can use your scissors if you want to. We're just going to cut these in half diagonally. Okay, so use your paper trimmer, just line everything up where it's going to cut. There we go. And this should give us 4. These are going to be triangle pockets for our little flaps. Actually, I'm going to keep this out because I'm going to have to keep delving into this. So these are going to now go on here, but we're going to mat this first. So let's bring in this here. I've done all the matting. I've not done the outside yet. So I've just skipped a stage. I've matted it. So what are the sizes for this? These all measure 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Then our little mats that we're going to, our pockets that we're going to mat, these go on like this. We're not going to have any of these side tabs or things like that. That just slows things down, and I want to utilize all the bits that we've cut off as well. So these will be fine glued on like that. So I only needed to do 2 more of these because I had these already, but when you're doing it, prepare for. Right, we're going to need to mat that now, and let's grab my papers. I think I'll be able to do it from, oh, that's a bit wonky. Is that wonky? Yes, it is. How did that get wonky? 3.5. Would I be able to get a 3.5 out of this? Might be able to. So this needs to measure 3.5 by 3.5, and then we'll cut that in half as well. Let's straighten this up. I have no idea how that went a little wonky. Blame the weather. It's pretty warm in here. It is 28 degrees. Right, and now we're going to do the same again. We are going to cut this on a diagonal. And that should be big enough now for our little triangle mats. Glue those on. Got some bookbinding glue here. So as I was making a few of these bits earlier, my glue was drying pretty fast because it's pretty warm in here. So luckily it's not as bad as what it has been the last couple of days. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. It was super duper hot. I said to Mr. G, I'm not cooking today, so we had a barbecue, which was pretty nice because it is the summer holidays as well for the kids, so it is nice to do these little special things midweek. Keeps the grown-ups going anyway. Okay, I should now have 4 of these. Now these are really simple. Like I say, no side tabs to create these pockets. We're just going to slap them on because I'm just using the leftover bits and bobs that we've trimmed off. So I have here just a line of glue on the 2 straight sides here on the right angle. We're just going to pop that on like so. I haven't made any inserts here. This would be where you would add your little photo mats and loose ephemera. You can add your gift tags in here. This is great for adding some small photos on and popping them in there like that as well. So we can have fun with these a little bit later on. Yes, Vicky, Mr. G did the barbecue. He didn't want, it was actually his Christmas present because he didn't know what he wanted for Christmas. So I just bought him a few smaller things. So he didn't know what he wanted for his like big present. So I said, well, if we think of anything during the year, then we can sort it out then. It's like, okay. So early summer, I said, how about we just get a new barbecue? Because the one we had was a little bit small. And we were having barbecues more often. So I said, how about we just get a bigger barbecue? And that could be your Christmas present. And so he said, yep. And he absolutely loves his new barbecue. It took him like 3 hours to put it together. That was fun in itself. And he's pretty good for those sorts of things, but he did put something on wrong, and then he had to take it all apart and fix that. But then once it was done, he gave me the full tour. So yeah, he was really pleased. And yeah, it is a really good thing to use as well. So much better than our little old. It was on a little the long like tripod square type of barbecue we had before. Now this new one has a lid, so it's actually a pretty nice upgrade. So, and it was like £100 or something like that. It was very not very expensive for a barbecue anyway. It's a charcoal one. And it works really nicely. Right, so we've now got all of our little pockets on. Hoping my hat's not getting in the way. I'm just going to try not to stand up, or otherwise I will bop the webcam camera with it. Right, so we've got all of our little pockets now, so these will work. We can slide our little bits of ephemera in there. That is now ready to go. So let's start now on our little bit that goes in at the middle, because we're going to create the same for but a smaller size and slightly different pockets. Let's pop this aside and let's go back to our Kraft cardstock. This is great because now I've got a couple of extra pieces that I can decorate differently with different papers. So I have this one here, and I'll make another one because I have another one ready. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I've basically got myself a spare box to play with. So I'm just grabbing paper trimmer, and we need to cut this down to 9 by 9. There we go. Has anyone actually done any shopping in that flash sale? Because I put my order in yesterday. I ordered some Christmas bits, so I'm super excited about those arriving. I've got the brand new paper collection from It's Just Paper, and I've also ordered the card making magic collections as well, the new Christmas ones. So those were all in the reduced bit. Right, so this is 9 by 9. I'm really excited about them arriving as well, because I've been looking at them, getting some great ideas on what I could do with it. Right, so 9 by 9, we're going to score at 3 and 6, turn it once, and then 3, and then 6 again. There we go, that's it. This is a really simple, easy box to make. So again, fold everything down. This is quite thick Kraft cardstock, so it's definitely advisable to use your bone folder. As you can see, when you press that down, it's still quite rounded, but when you use your bone folder and press that down, that's much better. Hello Barbara, hope you've had a good week. Aha, so Vicky's got stuff in her basket, and she's going to purchase it all together with the new MTS things. I'm sure there's quite a lot of full baskets waiting for those new things to drop. Right, so this is going to be slightly different now, so I'll turn this over. You can see the score lines a little bit better, and we're going to score up these sections here, so cut up those sections here. So here's our first line. Okay, that's it for that. Turn it once, do the same, turn it once, and then once again do the last one. Uh-oh, Pippa's on a spending, what would you call it? A no shop August, yes. Okay, so these fold inwards just like that. These are going to create some new pockets. There we go, and this one folds in like so. But before we do that, we just need to mat them, okay? So move that aside. Here's one I made earlier. We just need to glue these down. So what I've done, let's turn this over. On the inside, I have a mat here. I'll give you some measurements. This measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and on the outside I've done this. Okay, so these are going to be the pocket fronts, these 4 corners on the outside, and this is what's going to be the outside walls of the box before it opens up. So I've done 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 of those. Is that 8? Yeah, 8. Exactly the same size as the one in the middle, so 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So let's get these glued down. So fold this over. We need the glue to go along this line here and up the side. So no glue here on the top ends. So again, very small line of glue, and then fold that down. Barbara's having a good week. I'm glad to hear that. It's been a bit hot this week, Barbara, so it's been difficult to get things done. So I've just been keeping myself busy, just cleaning things. It's kind of cooling down. If you kind of clean things with water and things like that, then there's a risk you're going to get splashed and that will cool you down. So I've been doing a lot of that. Plus our kitchen doesn't heat up as much as the rest of the house, so it's nice and cool in there. So I've just been cleaning the sink and doing all of these things that I can do in the sink. Finding things to wash. Right, we'll do that in the sink. The thing is though, with Kraft cardstock, it does take a little bit longer for the glue to dry. I have noticed, so it is great just to get your bone folder, just press everything down. There we go. And then the last one. Let's hope none of this unsticks again. Okay, yep, that's coming undone. This is just the nature of Kraft cardstock, I'm afraid. It just takes that little bit of extra time for the glue to take. On ordinary paper or on just other cardstock, it's absolutely fine. Okay, so now we have these little pockets here. There we go, that we can pop more bits and bobs in. That is what that little gift tag was earlier. I'm going to cut some of those out and pop those inside. Okay, now it's time to put this together. You can pop it in like that, or you can go, I don't think it will go diagonally actually. Let's try. No, it's too big for diagonal, so we'll keep it straight. It would have to be a lot smaller for it to go diagonally, and that's not really worth it then, because you're not going to get much in when it's quite small. So let's add some glue now just to this cube bit in the center. Try and get that in at the middle. Looks about right. Looks quite straight, and stick that down. Right, now whilst that is drying, see, this is all going to come up like this, and this is all going to fold up like that. And there is a lot of room and gaps here if you want to put anything bulky, like those chipboard pieces there. Okay, let's set that aside now to dry whilst we work on the lid. So again, I'm just going to go back to my paper. Right, so lids. You need to go 1/16 of an inch larger, which is a little slither, to get your lid to fit on your box. So this box here is a 4x4. So I'm going to have 1 inch all the way around, so that takes it to 6 inches, and then I need a little bit of excess so the lid is slightly bigger to fit over the top and close. So we're going to add 1/16 of an inch. So your measurement is 6 inches and 1/16, and a 1/16 inch is a half of 1/8. So let's go on the paper trimmer here. There is a little notch there for the 1/16 of an inch there, so let's pop that on. I need to open this up. Okay, I'm going to grab my scoreboard out. Actually, I'm going to have a sip of my tea. See, it's kind of lukewarm now. I don't mind. Okay, so now we're going to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Okay. And then again, just fold all these down. I tell you what, I am looking forward to autumn. And slightly cooler weather. If it's 21, 22, perfectly fine. Anything above that, I start to get a bit, ooh, I kind of stop working. Okay, so cut up that little section and then taper those in, and then go all the way around doing the same. I'm not going to glue this together because of the hot weather. I've already got a lid that I made earlier, and I had a little bit of trouble getting my glue because of the heat and the nature of the Kraft cardstock. It was a little bit of a nightmare. So this does need to be done in better temperatures or different cardstock. And I wouldn't recommend using just red tape on its own. Use it with glue as well, especially with Kraft cardstock and red tape. They don't really get along for very long at all. Right, so add your glue and then fold these up like that. And here's one I made earlier, and I've popped some mats on as well. So let's give you some measurements for those. So this mat measures 3 7/8 by 3/4 of an inch. Now let's fold all of this up and then we'll pop our lid on. There's space in the middle there for you to pop anything you want. You can go a stage smaller if you want to, or I was thinking about adding some like little trees or a little festive scene in the center, so I will need to find the bits to pop inside there. So this just folds and pops on to the top. There we go. There's our exploding box, and we open it up and it poof, it comes out like that. So let's now decorate the rest of our box and our lid. Now I did say, oh, I've made a mess. Just trying to get that pad. It's at the bottom. Here we go. I did say that on the first page, hello Dover, don't worry about being late, there's a catch-up time. We've got all of these here. So these are for 4x4 cards. So you can make 9 4x4 cards really easily. Just add a little sentiment somewhere if you want to. And again, with the on the other side, you get lots of these. I think it's 3 or 4 of each page. So these are for 6x6. Again, here I've got 6x6 as well. Loads of fun. You can get loads of Christmas cards made with this. So I've chopped up the page with 9, and I'm just going to choose which ones I want. So I've chosen this one already from my Decoupage pad. So that's going to be the top of the lid, so I don't want to use that one again. No repeats. Now I'm just going to go through and find some of my favourite images. So we have hot chocolate with the reindeer, Kitty's Christingles. There we go. I can't see any candles though, but there are plenty of oranges. Bakes and cakes, country store. Oh, we've got to have the post box. Pop you there. Right, now for the last one, we have hot roasted chestnuts. We have this lovely market stall here with the birdhouses. Oh, and then we have wreaths here, festive wreaths. I think I'm going to go for this one. Flower Power. This is the florist. And a lovely little Scotty dog there. Right, let's get those glued down. And if you're Vicky, I know if you're still watching Vicky, I think you would probably mat these or double mat them. But I'm just going to slap them on. Otherwise I would have to trim them down, which I don't really want to do, because they are a certain size. But yeah, these would look really nice if you could mat them. There is a bit of space if you do a mat that is 3 7/8. If you do a mat that's 3 7/8, you'll get a very, very skinny mat around it. So that is what you would do. Again, don't worry about losing the other side. There's plenty of different sheets in there with repeats as well. So put this one on, and I have loads left over to make another album with, so absolutely loads. I did buy another, I bought the new Crafter's Companion Nature's Garden Christmas pad, but that has sold out. But it's still available on the Crafter's Companion website, so that might be the next pad that I play with. Way! Almost dropped my glue there. Oh, this is the wrong size. I think that's from one of the strips that I cut out. Let's take that off. I have no idea what that noise was. Did you hear that? I think it was either a little girl screaming high pitched or someone opening a gate. Right, let's do the hot roasted. Yeah, we'll do that one. Yeah, it's the summer holidays. You will probably be hearing random noises throughout the summer. Right, there we go. This is starting to look very festive now. There we go. Here is our box. You can put another mat on the bottom as well. This would look really nice though if you have a little bit of fabric for the bottom, a little square there, just to get that decadence going. Right, let's do the lid now. Right, so I've done as much as I can to prepare ahead with this decoupage set. Again, if this is sold out, just make sure when they are in stock you snap them up. They come numbered, and they also come with the pads as well. Right, so let's take this first one out. This is layer 1. There we go. And layer 2. So with this decoupage stuff, the little elements that you add get smaller and smaller. Now again, going back to my childhood, we would have had to have cut all of these out, fussy cut them by hand. So it's fantastic that these just press out. Let's see which bits pop out. Right, I'm going to have to get my little pokey tool out as well, because there's a few smaller areas. This all just adds to depth as well. Kids will love these too. If you have grandkids are coming over, or little kiddies of your own. A bit easier if I did it from the back. There we go. I think it was a child screaming. Last week I think they were having a water fight, and just the screams for most of the afternoon. It was really nice when they stopped. Right, so here's our first one. Now, it's quite self-explanatory. This literally just layers over the top there. Now, the reason why I'm doing the decoupage for the lid only, I really wanted to have them on the sides too, but because of the amount of layers up, the lid probably would have trouble getting on. So I thought, you know what, I'll just do the layered sections on the top. But again, these make fabulous Christmas cards. Again, how many do you get in here? You get, does it say? 10 sheets, 5 designs, 2 sheets of each. So I think it's really handy that it also includes these little squares as well. But if you do run out, we all have these in our stash. So I think I might even have smaller ones in these. They're super duper fiddly. Right, ready for our first layer. Let's pop this on. There we go. Again, this will fit onto a 4x4 card. That is our first layer. Wow, I love that. And that's just the first layer. Right, let's do layer 3. So here's our next step down now. And it's really handy just to load everything up before you take it apart. Okay, layer 3 will go on top of there. That's looking really nice. Goodness me, maybe they're having another water fight out of there. Can't be as noisy as when we had loads of gasworks done early summer. Like it vibrated the street because they were digging up and making little tunnels and things underneath the ground, and replacing all of the pipes because they're well over 50-60 years old. So they're replacing all the pipes, and then they had to do each individual house connection. So for an afternoon we had our gas cut off whilst they put a new pipe from the street to the house. This was all done, I guess, by whoever owns like the infrastructure. So it wasn't something that they'd charge us for. So it's all part of an, you know, upgrading and maintaining the infrastructure on the street. So, and then the supply to the house. So all of our houses had to get done on our road. But luckily there was a massive surprise for us this morning when we got our utility bill for our gas and electric. Whoever had done the infrastructure maintenance had paid us £100 credit on our bill. So we were really surprised because they never said that they were going to do that. So yeah, that was for having the whole afternoon without any gas. Not that we needed it for heating or anything like that because it was early summer. So there we go, it's all coming together. So I love that. So yeah, that was a really nice surprise because I didn't say they were going to do that. And we, for a whole month, we had a 6-foot hole in our front garden with a massive orange fence around it. All of our gardens did. You know, it was a big upheaval, I will say that. Having the gas turned off for an afternoon wasn't the biggie at all. It was having a big hole in the garden and all of the noise and the vibrations coming underground, and the whole street being in, even like the whole street had big holes in as well with lots of orange fences. Right, layer 3, layer 4. Oh, layer 4 has 2. There we go. Oh, layer 3 has 3. Too busy waffling on. But anyway, yeah, they even like had to move people's plants out of the way so that they could get to the pipes and things in the front garden. So it was a big upheaval. I think my next door neighbour's plant actually died from being dug up and then being put back. But they did come round after they put all the soil back and the plants back. They took a note of all of the plants that were moved and the names of the plants that were moved, so that if any of them died, they would be able to replace them. So I think my neighbour might be in for a replacement plant for her little bush that died. But anyway, that is my latest story of life here with the griffins. So this was layer 4, the last one. Where does this go? Super easy. Little snowman and the robin. There we go. How pretty is that? This is going to look great if you have any stickles or little sparkles that you can add to this. Maybe even if you have what do you call it, a wink of Stella. I need to get some more wink of Stella. It's been a very long time since I've used that. Right, I'm going to buy some wink of Stella. I think wink of Stella is a little bit like stickles but a little bit less glittery. There we go. You see all that dimension. There we go. So let's pop that onto our lid. There we go. I think maybe we will make like Victoria and add a mat. Right, what should we go for? I think something shiny. So I'm gonna have to move over now to my mirror cardstock. We've got glittery, we've got gold glitter. Would that go, do you think? Yes, I think gold glitter would look lovely. Right, so let's take some measurements now. I am trying to keep an eye on the messages too. See, all of these names come in twos. We have lots of Lyns, lots of Barbaras, lots of Sharons. Yes, this is the Christmas market decoupage. Ashley's ordered that. Yes, good. I think it might have sold out, so you really have to be fast. Yeah, so just some ideas on what you can do with this. Sharon says, do I have chickens? Yes, I have one chicken left. That's another story to get to. Oh, Vicky's saying red. Red would also go. I think we're going to stick with this one. So maybe we could do some red tags for the inside. That would be a nice pop of colour. So let's get some measurements here. I've got my ruler here for ages now. So 3 and 7/8 square. 3 and 7/8. There we go. So the story about the chickens. We had 3 chickens. Wasn't the first time we've had chickens before, but we decided during lockdown we would get some chickens. And last year we lost 2, one in late summer and one in the autumn. However, the chicken that we were left with, to put it lightly, she's a bit of a meanie. She was pretty horrible to the other chickens, and normally when you have a chicken by herself, it's not recommended. I'm just looking for a corner around her here. I broke it, it fell off, and I need that 1/4 inch as well. That's broken. Okay, so let's just carefully do it with our scissors. Yeah, so she was a bit of a meanie. She kind of picked on the other ones, and we weren't comfortable in introducing new chickens, little baby young chickens, because yeah, she would have a menace of a time with them. So again, we thought maybe we could donate her to someone that has chickens already, but again, yeah, the pecking order might settle itself out again. But because she was such a horrible meanie to the other chickens, we didn't really want to kind of subject other chickens to her behaviour. So, and she seems actually a lot happier by herself. So we've decided just to keep her. It's not recommended just to have one chicken because they do get lonely, but she seems to be fine, and we don't want to socialise her with other chickens. So I think she's only probably got about a year, maybe 2 max to live, because they don't live that long. They're already you know, how old is she? Oh, that looks nice. I love that. How old is she? 4. Just turned 4. So she's getting on. She's getting on for a chicken. So we think she's only got about a year left, and then once she goes, we're going to redo the whole chicken area, and we have to replace the polytunnel that we have them in. They have their chicken coop inside the polytunnel. The reason why we have the polytunnel is because of the bird flu. For the first 2 or 3 years of their life, each winter, bird flu meant that they had to be kept undercover, so they went into the polytunnel. So that needs to be replaced or redone. We're going to do something to that area once we don't have a chicken anymore, and then we'll probably get another 3 chickens. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I love that. I love the hint of the pink in there as well, and the pastels. So yeah, the chickens, the one thing is though, they are noisy in the morning. If you don't let them out, they let you know, and they also let you know when they've laid an egg as well. Egg celebration, we love the egg celebrations. But yeah, Raven seems really happy and fine on her own. It took her a little while to adapt, I think. She was a little bit lonely at first, but she's got used to it now, and we constantly go out there, and she's definitely more human friendly, if that makes sense. She seems less wild now. I guess it's because we're her friends, I guess. So she's just, you know, she always pops herself out to say hello when we're in the garden, you know, peers into the greenhouse, which is part of the divider as well for the chicken area, so she can look through the window when we go in there, and she's like, hello. Right, so there is our lid. I'm hoping none of that lifts up. Again, Kraft cardstock does take a little bit more time to settle with the glue. Right, so let's pop this on here. We're going to see what our box looks like now, so we can fold everything up. My gosh, it's 29 degrees in here. Oh, and I've got all the windows open too, so super warm. Right, here we go. Here is our box. Isn't that stunning? Try not to get too much of the glare there from the window. I love that. And then when we open it up, let's get this the right way around. There we go. Ta-da! Right, let's load this thing up with some goodies. So I have here some of the ephemera. Might be advisable to tidy as we go. Right, I have a feeling these have gone as well. So take note. If you like anything, just get it. Because, yeah, they don't hang about, do they? There we go. Oh, these are stunning. These are really nice, thick chipboard pieces too. Does it say how many we get? No, it doesn't. But you get plenty in there. Right, so loads of things to choose from. Lovely tree. We've got all of these characters as well. These are all elements from the papers, so you can build some nice scenes here with the presents, the gifts, things like that. Oh, that's adorable. Right, so I want to get some nice characters on here as well. So I am actually going to, what should we do? That's nice. So anything needs to be maximum 4 inches high, because this is the length here for the height. So this would look good there. This would also look nice there. Yes, let's just stick it on. I'm using the Ancio mat here. That's just from Amazon. I think it was like $6.99. It's an A3 mat. There we go. Pop down little snowman. Right, let's choose some more figures here. We have the space here to actually choose the larger things here, and then some of the smaller ones can go here on the corners. So let's do opposites just to keep things even. There we go. Now if you want to print off your photos small, use Canva. It's a free online thing, perfect for, just get yourself an A4 document up and you can just add your photos and size them however you want to. So I think we'll pop our little thing there, and then you can print off an A4 sheet of photographs and cut them small, and then they'll fit in this sort of album. It's one thing that I've been meaning to do actually, on creating a tutorial on how to print off smaller photographs. Although I suspect some of you will have like a Canon selfie or something like that, just to print things off small as well. But if you have just an A4 printer, I would like to show you how to do that too. Right, so here we have our middle section. There's something here. I need to put something in here, you know, like a, let's just pretend this is a Christmas tree or something like that. We can make a little scene of little trees. That's something I need to buy to do that. So this is what it looks like on the outside as well. There is room here for you to add some bulky bits there too. So if you want to add little bells and make it jingle and things like that, you can do. So I'm just going to pop these here now. I think I'm going to have a salad for lunch. I'm getting a bit hungry. Oh, I like those too, those little plants. Let's pop this just here. There we go. If you haven't used the wreath, I'd like to use that. Oh, and the dog as well. There's so many cute little things. The reindeer. Village news. So let's pop the birdie there. And then I'm just going to get my die cutting machine out and I'm going to cut some tags and things. Maybe cut down a few little mats to fit into the larger pockets. Is that wreath going to look good there? I think we might swap it out for, yes, the little reindeer. It's a cute little reindeer. There we go. Pop you there. These are such fun, cute characters. Yeah, it can be pretty tricky to resize and print photographs. There is a way that you can do it on your computer as well. So it would be good if I could just show you like 3 easy ways to resize and print your photographs. Okay, this is coming together super duper nicely now. This all folds up. Now let's get some tags and things, little mats for our photos and stuff like that. And if you have any like little nesting die sets and things, those are going to be perfect for cutting your photos out directly as well. So let's play with that. I've got a couple of bits here. Use your offcuts. So let's just fish out the hang on, I need to put some bits and bobs here whilst I get my big shot out. Those are my spare trees, by the way. I use them for photographs and things like that. Right, so I have here an ancient tag die set. I would have a look and see what Kraft Stash have now. I'm sure they have little tags and things. I know if you've bought Simply Made Crafts before, there will be tags in some of those too. So this is 3 5/8, so that's perfect for popping into our little cube. It's not going to be too tall. So let's cut out a few of these and just punch a hole in as well and just add some twine. So I'm just going to do just a few of these. Now these are going to be perfect for decorating as well as popping a photograph on. You can actually put your photograph on there and die cut out a tag shaped photograph as well. So always get creative with your dies. Right, I'll just do 2 of those and then I'll do pop this together. And then I will cut out some more offcuts just with the paper trimmer. Paper trimmer, and I've got a few leftover squares wherever I've put them. There we go, I've got a few leftovers here. So I am going to trim those down to 3 3/4 each. So this would be a photo mat, so your photo would need to measure 3.5 by 3.5. But if you have a nesting die set, like a square nesting die set, you can do all this using the dies and use the smaller of the dies to cut the photograph out. Okay, there we go, 2 mats now. Trying my best to tidy up. Right, let's pop some of these in. So these are going to fit inside here perfectly. There we go. And they're not going over the top here either. So pop a little hole in and add some twine. There we go. You can probably fit a good stack of these in. I would say 2 or 3. If you're adding and layering things, perhaps maybe just 1 or 2. There we go. So those fit inside there nicely. And then these here will fit inside here. I might have to cut them down a little bit smaller. I will, yeah. So let's do that. It's because I've lost some space here where I added the glue. You lose space, but if you pop those together with side tabs, you'll have the whole entire space then. So let's do 3.5. Let's see if that fits. Yep, 3.5 will fit in there. All depends how carried away you got with the glue. There we go, perfect. That fits in there really nicely. This one was a bit funny, I think maybe because the glue came out a bit too far. Let's try it in this one. There we go, that fits in there perfectly as well. So there is our lovely cube. So if you want me to put together a PDF like I do with all of my other projects, do let me know. It will have all of the measurements and the mat sizes and everything else, so you don't have to write anything down. I will pop that together for you. I will add the link to the description box here when it's ready, and I'll also pop this on the Facebook page as well, which is Helen Griffin UK. Pop this up. Let's get the lid on now. Right, let's see what this looks like when we open it. Again, it needs a centerpiece. Okay, I'm thinking some of those little trees. Most of my little trees are packed away in the loft with all the Christmas stuff, so I will have to do some updating. Maybe I'll buy some more. Never know. Right, so here is our box. I absolutely love this. Look how lovely that is there. It is so pretty. Needs some more sparkle, I think. Add some stickles. Look lovely. So let's open this. Boom! I love that. That is so much fun. And then you've got all of these places here for your memories and things like that. And then you've got more cards that you can pop in there as well. Absolutely lovely. People are going to love this. You keep this on your coffee table. People just, they won't be expecting it to kind of just go, you know, open up and everything. They'll just think it's just a gift box. They'll get a bit of a surprise. Let's close this up again. There we go. And there is our lovely little a cube box. So let me get on now with the PDF. I'm going to be writing that this afternoon, so don't forget to keep an eye out for that PDF, and click on the icon just down there if you're on YouTube. That will subscribe you so you won't miss out on any more projects coming up, because I'm still carrying on with Christmas, and then there'll be the Simply Made Crafts Christmas collection out later on this month as well. So yes, give me a thumbs up if you like this one. Do give me a like, and do not forget we have the flash sale there's not much time left of this. I think this disappears today. I don't know if it will be before midnight, because it says 24 hours, but it came out yesterday afternoon, so maybe it's a day and a half. I don't know if it's going to last till midnight. It didn't say. So definitely, I've already done my shopping from the sale, and I'll probably do a craft haul for that, so you can see everything that I got. So that's a lot of fun. That is also linked down below as well. So again, if you're a VIP, you get an extra 10% off, which is fantastic. So I'm going to get on with the PDF now, have some lunch, and try and cool down. Maybe a cold shower, that would be good. And Vicky, I hope you're feeling much better. Okay, so thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again next time.